He's God and there is none like him. Great God of wonders, great God in power. He's God and there is none like him. He who walks upon the water, spoke life into Jairus' daughter, worked miracles, signs and wonders. He's God and there is none like him. He's majestic in holiness, awesome in glory, great and dreadful God who keeps his covenant and loving kindness. The heavens declare God's glory. The firmament tells the story. He's God and there is none like him. Great God, great King, Lord over everything. He's omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent. He's God and there is none like him. He's highly exalted, highest in ways, highest in thoughts. He is mighty in act, our defense, our battle axe. He's God and there is none like him. There's no error in him. Yahweh Elohim, faithful and merciful God. He's God and there is none like him. He who rides on the cloud of heaven. The heavens, even the highest heaven, cannot contain him. Great is our God and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared and honored above all else. He is God and there is none like him. The Lord reigns. He is clothed with majesty. He is the God that doesn't sleep or slumber. He is God and there is none like him. He is holy and his holiness. He's right and his righteousness. He doesn't keep a record of our mess. He tosses our sins in the sea of forgetfulness. God is known for his faithfulness. He is God and there is none like him. Who can counsel him? The voice of the Lord is majestic and powerful. He rules the affairs of men. He is God and there is none like him. O ye people, ascribe praises to the Lord. Bow down before him and crown him. Let the nations applaud him for his incredible doings. The Lord our God is the great God and the great King. There is none like him. For our lives his Son he had given. He speaks and the earth trembles at his voice. The sea fled at his presence. The mountains skip like lamb and the little hills like ram. He is God and there is none like him. He's the God that fights for you. He's the God that defends you. He's the God that will show up in the fire for you. He's the God that will walk on water for you. Speak to the storm for you. He's the God that won the victory for you. He's the God that provides for you. He's God and there is none like him. He's the good shepherd to you. He's the God that will keep you from falling. He's the God that gave up his Son for you. And Calvary he paid the price for you. He's God and there is none like him. He's the God that will never leave nor forsake you. He's the God that promised to stick closer than a brother to you. He's the God that heals the brokenhearted. He will not allow your purpose to be aborted. He's the God that will stand with you. With his right hand of righteousness, he upholds you. He's God and there is none like him. He's the God that bears your feelings of infirmity for you. He's the God that delivers you. He's the God that prepares a table for you. He's the God that cares for you. Unconditionally, he loves you. He's God and there is none like him. You can lean and depend on him. Love him, worship him. He's the God that abides with you. He's the God that reigns, King of kings. He's the God that restores and renews. He's God and there is none like him. With favor like a shield, he surrounds you. He's the God that makes a way for you. He will part the Red Sea for you. take down Jericho wall for you. He's a God who will never change on you. He's the God by fire he will answer you and consume your enemies for you. He's God and there is none like him. He's the God that is going to prepare a place for you and he will come again for you. He's the God that is right for you. What can't my God do for you? He's God and there is none like him.